recording? Oh, shit.
Hey, guys. Welcome back to...
Do you even binge?
Do you even binge, bro?
Do you even binge?
We binged a lot this week. This is the last... Okay, last week when it was Halloween, I said that was the last one, I think, right? The last horror movie episode. But we have one more for you.
God did that.
What happened?
Got my phone here on top of the cinder block right here.
Oh, really? With the new glass cover that I put on it right now? Yesterday?
Yes. And the glass cover works.
If I had $5 for every phone you've broken, dropped, everything you've dropped, broken, not just phones, I'd have about $20.
I remember right now in my head I visualized my Nokia phone. I think it's Nokia phone, and it was every time somebody called, nobody called, but I'll turn it on, it was fluorescent blue.
The whole phone.
Yeah, and I dropped it in the toilet,
Mm.
and it stopped working. Just left it there. Didn't even pick it up. Let housekeeper pick it up in the morning.
Did it fall in pee or just like the water?
No, just fall in the
water?
toilet, and it didn't turn on again, so just threw it back in there.
You didn't know the rice trick yet?
No.
Maybe it didn't work on those older phones.
It was an old phone, man. It didn't have no games, no phone, no camera, no nothing.
No,
just Snake.
Early, yeah, just Snake. I think the worst, I don't think I ever destroyed a phone like that. The worst, I did lose a phone once, but I knew I lost it. I saw myself lose it, and it was impossible to go get it back. And that was when it was raining, and I had to take Isaac to school. And so we went up on the 2 freeway from Echo Park and just did a little jog over the freeway, basically to the next exit, which was his school. And I was checking messages, and I never do this, and I put it on the roof of the car. And I guess my case was rubberized enough where it kept it gripped to the car for most of the trip until we got to the freeway. And once I got on the freeway, I went over a bump, and I saw that thing go boom, 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 like across the freeway into the ravine that was on the side of the 2 freeway there. And I was just like, well, that's my whole life gone right there. And I don't know who found it, but the only thing I did was disable Dropbox remotely. I don't think you could lock your phone remotely back then. But I disabled Dropbox or changed the password or something immediately because that has like all my passwords and our financial information and everything in it. So I was like, that was like first line of action. But yeah, just losing my stupid phone. That's it.
I mean, it was all wet, man.
These are Bunyan stories we've got at the top of the show.
People lose phones.
But I wanted to say MTV is ending. Coming to an end, 2025, at the end of this year. And it is very sad. But they were, I mean, first of all, they've already been dead to us for many years, right?
They stopped playing videos.
They stopped playing videos. What the hell? Like, what's wrong with you? You stopped playing music, the thing that made you famous.
I think Comedy Central's next.
Oh, I think so. They lost when they lost out stand-up to Netflix. They let Netflix take it from them. And they got really comfortable being the king of comedy TV.
Comedy Central tried to be like the MTV of comedy with putting like young, pretty faces in the forefront and ignoring like ugly comics.
They made Dan Cook famous. They did. And Jeff Dunham. Those two. Different audiences, but yeah. And they partnered with, and they were owned by Paramount, both of those.
Yeah.
They're owned by the same company. Paramount owns them. They own Bravo.
Viacom.
Viacom owns all of that. And so that's why you saw back in the day when they had the MTV Movie Awards, they started the Movie Awards after the Music Awards. The Music Awards were like awards for the videos. Then they just didn't show videos that much. And they did a lot of partnering with these movie studios. But it was mostly Paramount. That's why you saw Tom Cruise so much, because he had that long-ass Paramount deal that he lost once he started jumping on the couches and acting crazy. But they had him. They had, like, I don't know, Mel Gibson was all over MTV. And Will Smith, right? And all those guys. Like, anybody who had a movie. Pauly Shore. He wasn't even in movies. Well, no, he was. Sorry. What am I talking about? He
My
had
girl,
that,
Daisy
like,
Fuentes.
yeah, that's your girl. She wasn't in any movies though either, right? Maybe a
Nothing.
cameo.
Nothing.
Nothing. You're still
Then
looking
the
for her.
earlier days, man. Marquez.
Who?
Ed Marquez.
Who's that?
He was a BJ with what's her name? That comedian in the beginning with Bill Bellamy.
Ed Marquez. I don't
There
know
he
this
is.
guy.
He was that guy. He was
On the
a
right?
BJ.
The far right?
in the corner right there.
On the
That
left,
guy right there was smirk.
the first guy on the left.
He was a BJ with when Bill
I do
Bellamy.
not know this guy. That was the era I didn't watch, I guess.
Yeah.
I was in
That
college.
was in the
so-
beginning.
It wasn't the beginning. The beginning was Martha Quinn and JJ, what's his face? JJ Jackson and Alan Hunter, Mark Goodman, Nina Blackwood. That was the beginning. But that era was the era when I didn't watch anymore. When they had Road Rules and The Real World, like after season 2, that's when I stopped watching MTV.
Puck.
Yeah, I think Puck. That was the first one, I think, right? The first Real World. And then, like, I missed the whole Christina Pazsitzky and Theo Vaughn
I missed
blowing
that
up
one
from
too.
that show. Because that was when I was focused on life. I was working, trying to save to get to New York. And then once I got to New York, I didn't have cable. So I never watched MTV anymore. And anytime I did check in, like at somebody's house or whatever, it was a reality show. It was a reality show. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know who these people were.
Yeah, it was a reality show. That and I started watching MTV when it started showing Pregnant at 16.
Oh yeah,
Or Teenage Mom.
They
It
had
was whack,
16
man.
parties too. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it really was whack.
Then it was
I think
Catfish.
didn't they start my big gypsy wedding too, and all that stuff? That was also teenagers, but maybe I'm wrong. Gypsy wedding, I don't know. Big fat American gypsy wedding. It was TLC. Never
Then
mind.
MTV tried to
That
do
was
MTV
TLC.
Tres.
Yeah, MTV Today's. Well, a lot of the videos got shifted to VH1 at one point, and then VH1 was all of a sudden appealing to me when they used to be like the easy listening channel or the adult contemporary channel, right? And then all of a sudden they had all the videos, and I was like, okay, well maybe I'm old enough now. I would just go watch VH1. And then they became the same thing. They all turned into E, basically.
So you were watching MTV before Nirvana?
Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah, I started watching after Nirvana. We didn't have cable.
We didn't have cable right away. So I missed like the first year. What we did have was FTV. Wait,
Don't
FM
be
TV. No,
lying.
we had FM TV in Colorado. And it was not what that was. Do FM space TV. I don't know. But anyway, FM TV was a show, like a non-cable music video channel. And then MTV came out. I didn't have it for probably the first 4 years. And then I started, when I got to Ohio, we convinced my grandmother to get cable.
You know, in my costume today,
Oh, you have a costume?
I'm just like the little chubby kid that has to eat that big pie in Matilda. The big chocolate cake.
Pull up that clip, Isaac. Oh, he ate the chocolate cake.
And I'm
I
also
remember
that kid. I'm also playing that kid who nobody wanted to dance with in Wedding Singer. Till Cameron Diaz showed up and said, I'll dance with him.
Here it is.
Actually, not Cameron Diaz. Drew Barrymore.
Click on the bottom right. Yeah.
Sit!
What's up? Beat me.
Yeah, I'm playing him.
You should have combed your hair down more.
Bruce. Bug.
Split it down the middle.
Would little Brucey come up here, please?
Bug.
I've been watching this scene going, man, if I was there, man, I would have raised my hand and just help him eat it.
Fast forward, Ike, to the eating the cake part. That kid was in something else after, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in Wedding Singer. He's that chubby kid that nobody wanted to dance with, and then
He's in something else.
Drew
though.
Barrymore
Is he in
danced with him.
Holes or? He's Killing Me Smalls, isn't he?
no, he's
No?
not. He's too young.
He looks like Killing Me Smalls. Got the freckles and a little pug nose. What's this lady talking about? She's fat. Oh, she's mad at him because he stole some cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look like you enjoyed that, Brucey.
Yeah. That's your generation. They showed this.
You must have some more.
All right, we can end that.
I still didn't give him milk.
Anyway, so there was it was a big tie-in between MTV pushing music videos, and music videos at that time were, if they were from a movie, they were using clips of the movie and really like adding an extra experience for movie fans, you know. But they were, I think that all came out of the Don Simpson thing. Remember the Don Simpson book, High Concept?
Yeah.
Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer used to make movies heavily focused on the soundtrack first. And that was the most important thing. They made Flashdance, Top Gun, all these films that were just based on a little sentence, basically. And then he became a powerhouse producer just by saying, make me a movie about flight school, because he read a little article in a little blurb, really, an article this big in the newspaper about flight school cadets. And he thought, well, just put all the hot actors in right now, all the hot young actors, make a little love story, mix a little Kenny Loggins in there, and you got a hit movie, right?
That's a hard to find book, by the way.
High Concept, it's out of print. It's a great book.
Yeah.
About Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer and their rise from nothing, assistants basically, to top producers. And they are the ones that changed the game. Black, white buddy movies, right? 48 Hours and Bad Boys, the cop movies and stuff. They pushed, like I said, Flashdance, Top Gun, all those things. I can't even think of all of them. But
The Rock.
The Rock, like all those movies were them, and they heavily tied in. Sometimes they had the music video before the movie, right? Anyway, what do you think is the worst Halloween song out there?
I don't know a lot of Halloween songs.
Like there's Monster Mash, right?
There's Monster Mash. It was a bedroom smash. He made the mash.
There's Witch A Woman, right? Witchy Woman.
That's the Halloween song?
No, it's not a Halloween song. Then there's what's the other song?
My favorite song though in a horror movie has to be Rolling Stones.
Wait, a song in a horror movie?
Yeah.
That's very broad.
Where no matter what, I mean, now we're gonna think about the horror movie. I'm not gonna think about you or the band or what year they.
What song? What movie was that in?
Was it Denzel Washington? I think it's called Turn. I don't know the name of the movie, but they touch people, and every time they touch somebody, they go, "Time is on my side." Yes, it is, and it's the devil transferring into another body form.
Really?
Yeah, that one, man.
I do not know that. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know if it's Fallen.
Fallen.
Is it Fallen?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Denzel Washington was in a horror movie.
Oh my God, it's a fucking scary movie.
So the devil's like taking the people, like, is it like Jacob's Ladder, like demons or something?
Yeah, I never seen Jacob Ladder, but this movie, like, you don't. It starts off as a serial killer, but then you realize when the devil goes inside.
Hey, is that Tony Soprano?
Yeah, James Gandolfini.
What the fuck?
When the ghost goes into James Gandolfini, it's over.
Yeah, what about it?
They made him do
there was some kind of map in there. I was wondering, you go somewhere?
Man, he could not escape Tony Soprano character. He had to do it, huh?
Lovely, fresh air.
Yeah. I used to do that, go up to a house.
I bet he showed up on that. I didn't read the facts of this movie, but I bet he showed up trying to do a regular voice, and they're like, no. We hired you to do Tony Soprano.
He was Tony Soprano in True Romance, too.
That's true. Yes, it is.
Come on, come here.
Because when the beginning of the movie, when they put that the serial killer in a death penalty, he goes like this to all the gases. Time, and he's looking at Denzel Washington like this. It's on my side. Yes, it is.
He's watching the execution.
Yeah, and then the movie begins.
So does the demon like go into him or something from then?
Going into different people to get away from Denzel.
Oh wow!
But he doesn't know what's going on. Right there, look at the beginning of it.
Oh, it's Chris Maloney.
Yeah, it's a badass movie. All
He's
the
such
greats
a
are
good
in.
bad guy.
All the greats are in. Look at
He was a bad guy in
Donald
Oz.
Sutherland right there.
Wait, no. That's Elias Cote. That's Elias Coteas.
Wanna be free? Well, I'll come running back. I'll come
Who plays the
running
prisoner
back
on death
to
row in The Fallen? That's Elias Coteas. Yeah.
He starts sucking in all the gas.
He played a lot of skinheads and stuff and punk kids. I think he's in something about Mary. Something wonderful. Some kind of wonderful. Can't think of words today. You gotta watch this. Who gets killed by gas anymore? Gas chamber anymore? Yeesh. A brutal way to go.
Sad.
How would you want to go?
Me, deep fried, man.
Deep fried? I'd prefer lethal injection because I've had surgery and you have no idea what's going on.
I'll take the lethal injection.
Once you feel warm and you feel like you're gonna feel a little sleepy, you wake up and the surgery's over.
I'll take lethal injection, man. But I don't want them to
They might botch it.
Swipe me with cotton swab. Like, hey man, what are you putting that for?
They don't want to worry about infection. Yeah, I would want to go lethal injection all the way. But they have some people, because you could choose, I guess, in some prisons how you want to go. And I remember that woman on Oz. She was like the one woman on death row. I think it was, I can't remember the woman that played her. But she was the only woman on death row, and she chose to go out by hanging. She wanted to be hanged.
Man, okay.
Because you could still choose that. And it's just so brutal. And you talked about the messiness of like executions back in the day. Somebody's got to clean that up, but you're going to shit. If you have a uterus, you might also bleed, even if it's not your period time. Like you're just going to evacuate. It's just gross.
I think the worst Halloween
But I think they do it on purpose, like to basically, I'm shitting on you. You got to clean this up after I'm gone, sort of thing. The worst Halloween what?
But they have people who do those jobs, though, the cleaning part. And also the executioner.
I think they just grab a guy who has other job responsibilities, and now you have to do this too.
No, it was like the executioner who came with his own crew, and the executioner would put a face over him. Only one guy did it though. They always show the executioner with his face, but they only did it because not to scare anybody, because
they didn't want to dox him.
Who the
right?
fuck wants to know?
Yeah,
this is the guy that killed everybody in town.
Yeah.
What is dox?
Dox is the new term for basically exposing who you are, what your address is, your real name, your phone number, maybe, like putting you on blast publicly. Like they're trying to dox like ICE agents or whatever, or they'll dox people who are like protesters, or basically putting somebody on blast online who yelled at you in the line and called you, a racial slur or something, on the internet. And you put it on there, and then people find out where that person works, and then they get them fired.
That's why it's hard to leave your family now, man.
That's doxing, basically.
It's hard to just walk away and leave your family behind. Because you start arguing with somebody in a cab, and somebody will dox you. Look, that mijo, you've been wondering what your father looks like. That's him right there punching a Uber driver because he's getting kicked out of the carpool.
That's not really doxing.
So, I mean, the scariest, the worst Halloween movie, a song, has to be This Is Halloween. I hate that song.
What's that song?
That's from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I never watched that because I don't really know, because I like animation and I love Tim Burton.
Either, but
I have avoided this movie for however long it's been out, 20 some years.
I haven't watched it either, but working with Saul Trujillo, I get to know all this shit.
Yeah, he likes that shit, huh? Saul's the right age for this movie. You know who also used to love this?
Every girl he's been with had that guy's tattoo.
Yeah. That's the song? Yeah, it's
just like to make the whole. Maybe that. You know what? I stopped watching the movie because of the song.
That's like the Oompa Loompa song.
I stopped watching the movie because of the song, because I felt like it was going to be a musical, and I stopped.
Yeah.
I
think it is a musical, isn't it? Because Danny Elfman does the voice of Jack Skellington, so it's going to have some.
I never liked musicals because my locker was by the theater department in high school, and all those losers used to run around dancing like really dancing and singing.
There is nothing worse.
Singing, and then the grip guys will walk around like they're gonna do that they were working in Vietnam and shit.
They're ready to pants
They always
somebody.
dress like they work in that movie Apocalypse Now.
Grip guys. They
Yeah,
all have
in
cargo,
high school,
cargo
though.
pants.
Now I understand. They're like they work. They need their fucking tape.
They have utility belts.
They're like
and stuff.
Rambo. You
Yeah.
need it. But in high school, I was like, I want to punch all the motherfuckers. First of all, there ain't no productions here.
No.
Nobody's gonna hire you. Too dark.
The,
This is as far as you
did
go,
you have a
girl.
theater department in
Yeah,
your high
I knew this
school?
girl thought she was all bad.
You never tried out for anything?
Hell no.
Oh, you should have done that.
I didn't.
You would have had fun. Even though
No.
it's corny. I mean, it is corny. There is nothing worse than being at a regular party and then like 6 people break out in some song that they knew and they did together when they were in Rent or whatever. They were in some musical together. And there is nothing worse than that.
I was talking when I was working on Superstore. There was a lady that does Broadway all the time, and she was telling me about Broadway, and she told me that after every show, they always give an award. They give each other awards, like who's been working the longest, more plays,
They don't know.
who is their first play, and they all drink. And I was looking at her, just looking through her eye, going, "Lady, that sounds like the most boringest shit ever." So nobody wants to go home and to the regular lives.
No, man, theater
Aren't you
parties.
sick of working with these assholes all week?
I know.
I don't want to say that, but when I was working on a sitcom, I guess I don't have the same work ethic of a lot of people, man, because as soon as I get there, I already want to leave. Like there's people there, like actors, people like talking to everybody. Oh, how are you, man? Trying to like network,
Oh, they're networking.
annoying
Yeah.
everybody.
Nobody's going to be like, hey, give me that one extra who was really chatting me up that last week. That
You know what the
last
people look
production
for?
we
They look for the
did.
creepy guy who sat in a corner in a wall saying nothing.
But yeah, it's actors are something else. I tell you what. And I used to be one, but
Actors being actors.
but there is they'll jump in on that. My least favorite Halloween song ever is this one, and we're probably
Boo.
gonna lose our monetization for this, but I don't care.
Who did this to you, man? It's done. I'm telling you, Jim. It's done. Nobody does this.
DJ Jazzy Jeff trying to act.
That I'd like to tell about this guy you all know. He has me scared as hell.
Oh, it hurts so bad. I can't even. Let's end it. I can't stop. You can zip ahead to something else. Oh my God.
And even if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway. And even if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway.
Oh, yeah. It's. Well, he talks about wearing sweaters in a lot of his rap. I don't get it. He is the corniest. We were talking about maybe he heard the flow from Schoolie D, right? Who not inspired, but basically Ice-T ripped it off. He bit it. Schoolie D's PSK song and made it 6 a.m, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Eazy-E and Dr. Dre took that and basically bit that whole thing and turned it
Ice-T.
into Boys in the Hood. Well, Ice-T was second, yeah.
Yeah.
Took it from Schoolie D. But it started with Schoolie D. But I think Will Smith heard it and just flipped that shit into the corniest thing you could ever imagine. Like clean rap. And that is, I think, what inspired all the older white people to think they could rap. Because anybody can do a little rapping like this. I mean, it was awful. Awful.
And then that other band
that
did it.
song makes me hurt inside.
And then they did it with that folk song. Woke up quick, right about noon. It had to be in Compton soon.
What folk song?
I had to start
wait.
before the day
Wait.
begins, before my mom starts, bitch. Oh my God, man.
Family Guy.
I gotta get drunk before the day begins, before my mom starts whooping about my friends.
What are you rapping about?
Cause the boys in the hood are rolling home.
That's not a folk song. What are you talking about?
Woohoo!
Say what? Yeah, I was saying before we started this episode that the worst thing I saw was after the Oscars when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and then they showed him at the after party that night dancing to his own song, "Get Jiggy with It," on the dance. Can you find a clip of him dancing at the after party? It's embarrassing. It's like right after he slapped somebody on global TV. He's holding his Oscar.
But okay. But everybody's staying 3 feet away because they don't want to get slapped.
I know. They are all away from him like, I want to be in
What's
this.
more uncomfortable, this party right here, him slapping somebody, or OJ's acquittal party?
I think this is more uncomfortable.
So there's people there, huh?
Because
OJ
people
by
are there
himself.
trying to pretend.
You know what's uncomfortable with that person with
OJ's
a tank
party,
top?
that was his family. They all supported him. So, what'd you say? Tank top? Oh, her.
No, I'm not buying it. She's good.
But literally, when they pull this camera back, there's like 2 people doing the na with him. Everybody else is just staring like, should we be part of this?
No
And
one's
he's really
around
trying
him,
to get
man.
the
This
party
is
started.
embarrassing,
It's
man.
embarrassing. He's really trying. Anyway, that's the worst Halloween.
That's like trying to get the party started after you punch a wall.
I know everybody's scared. Like this, like dad punched mom. Like now we're supposed to act normal afterward. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like it's traumatic.
My dad like hitting me in front of a bunch of all my friends
Doja Cat
and my
did that.
teacher. And then she looks at the teacher and says, unbroken English, have a nice day.
We're finishing up the horror movie stuff, and you and I were talking about like what's the worst kind of pain you see in horror movies that is like it makes you crumple physically, like you can't take watching a certain type of physical pain. For me, it's like slicing Achilles tendons or being like shot in the kneecaps. I think those 2 things I can't watch on screen. Look, here's Pet Sematary. Fred Gwynn.
That's her that I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
That little boy that came back to life.
Finish it.
Change it, fool.
There's no healing that shit, man. You
That
cannot
kid is that kid,
moonwalk anymore.
Why does that
man.
kid remind me of Taylor Williamson, the comedian? Always. Huh?
You get a karate chop him, man? That one worse.
And then he starts eating him. What about what else you got? Oh, for Chucky. Yeah, Chucky does it too.
Let me see.
I can't take this, man. And I told you a couple of weeks ago that my mother, when I started driving and working late, she would tell me to look under my car and make sure nobody's under there.
Long time no see, pal. No, you're dead. We killed
Who's doing the voice of Chucky? Was it Christian Slater?
No, it's
It sounds like Christian Slater.
the guy that was he was like and he was in the movie Batman when he goes, where does he get all these
No,
toys?
Mark Hamill. It said Mark Hamill.
Is it?
Wait.
No.
Oh, he's Child's Play.
No, it's the actor that he came out. He always plays like a bum or a dirty mechanic.
Brad Dourif.
And he was
Him.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
And
Oh my God, he's Billy Bats,
yeah.
right? Or Babbitt. Babbitt? What's
Yeah.
his name in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
And I think he might have been in Batman, right?
Yeah, he's Billy
in
Babbitt.
Batman?
No, but he was in something recently that we watched.
One Flew the Cuckoo's Nest. No, that was the guy from the Warriors.
Babbitt.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
in,
the guy from the Warriors. That's different.
He's a good actor, though, man. He
Billy Bibbit. I
he
thought it
got
was
typecast as
Babbitt.
a crazy person.
Yeah, he's in something we watched recently. He's the weird older guy who helps. I can't remember what movie that was now. Guy, dang it. What else you got? Any kneecaps stuff? Okay, couldn't find kneecaps. But there's a lot of war movies where people get shot in the kneecaps. It's usually shooting in the kneecaps. That kills
For me, is when in Misery, when the guy gets beat
Oh,
up
yeah.
or that
The
in those
sledgehammer,
chins,
right?
the sledgehammer on the
Yeesh.
boards. I
That-
can't watch that, man.
She smashes him in the kneecaps, right? That's kind of
I watched that movie with Larry. Me and Larry Bubba Brown watching that movie. I don't know how he got in my room. Let's talk about that. That right there, we were watching that
Yeah.
scene.
You and Bubbles?
Yeah. And he knew exactly what day and month she was born and who her doctor was, pediatrician.
Breaking the ankle. Man. Ish.
Oh man, sorry I can't go hiking no more.
Oh, I can't even imagine. It just makes me. There's like a hollowness in my body. I just want to fall to the ground.
You can't heal from that, right?
You could, but it's gonna take a long
Not
time.
if you're 60.
Not if you're 60. It's gonna take a while. You're never gonna be the same. That's for sure.
You're gonna be walking around with fucking skis, but no snow.
So anyway, this week's episode, it is the last, but really not really. It's kind of a transition to our next topic, which is going to be indie movies. You're zipping ahead. Indie movies. The indie movie explosion of the 90s, right? We're going to go into that.
Do people know what the indie is?
Independent. I think our audience is smart enough to know that indie means
independent. Indigenous.
No, nobody's thinking it means indigenous. Raise your hand in the chat if you thought indie meant indigenous. I want to meet you people. But
hold on, let me just thank that person who just dropped $60 on the live chat. Thank you very much.
Joanne hasn't been popping in lately, but she used to drop like $9.99 for some reason.
She dropped 20 last time.
I don't know if there was a sale on the.
But then Ramon Herrera somehow took it out.
Ramon Herrera
to buy inner tubes for his bicycle.
He is a bike guy. You know who he reminds me of, Ramon? It reminds me of Marcella's dad.
Yeah.
Every time I see him,
he
looks and acts like Marcella's dad.
I know that this question is for Ramon Herrera. I know you ride your bicycle around the valley.
He rode to our yard sale.
Yeah.
He came to our yard sale.
Have you ever ridden your bicycle? Or would you have a regular bicycle?
But he has like a fixie sort of looking bike.
There's this guy in Van Nuys by our old office. And that guy right there, he only fixes regular bicycles. And I went there with an electric bike. And he just turned me away like a...
He had a shop, right?
Turned me away, man, like a American Negro walking into a diner in Chicago for the first time. He just turned me away, man. And fuck that motherfucker,
yeah, they don't serve any electric bikes.
So I don't do electrical bikes, but it's a bicycle. You have inner tubes, you have a pump.
Yeah, I need these other things that go with regular bikes.
So you know what, man? That's why you just can't support all small business. Some small
businesses have fucking attitude, right?
Some small businesses,
they do.
You just gotta let them die the way they're supposed to meant.
Because
that guy with a bicycle shop, sooner or later, man, there's gonna be enough people that he turns down with electrical bikes. They're going to write about him and talk about how this guy just sits there with his ugly toes.
All the Yelp reviews.
A coffee. And, you know, man, sometimes, gentrification is good. You get rid of assholes like that and you bring in real bicycles.
Well, you bring in people who understand customer service. Like, we were looking up Bukowski's Tavern, right, in Boston. Because you were telling me there's a Bukowski Tavern and I'm a big fan of Charles Bukowski. And I'm like, Boston? He never hung out in Boston. He's an LA guy.
That's what I said.
Bukowski is LA
all
the
to
way.
The max.
LA is a character in all his stuff. The seedy part of LA, the old historical part of LA, the dusty, the Mexican, the whatever, the all the pieces the racetrack, like all the pieces
Pick it up
of LA.
Pick it up at Taco Central Market.
Like there's that video you showed me, I think, and it's him driving down. And he's saying that's the dope man over there.
Yeah.
That's this
That's
thing.
the dope man over there.
Is he going down Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I was like, Bukowski's Tavern in Boston, what? But anyway, it's inspired by. It has nothing to do with Bukowski.
Oh, yeah, that's funny,
he never
man.
was there.
One of the places was like a fucking it was like one of those Arby's there now. What a disgrace.
Right. Like he hated that shit. So he would never have visited this place.
Yeah, so that place is called Bukowski, and as soon as I read that it was called Bukowski, I said, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know Bukowski, but I have a pretty good sense of him. And
there are other fucking historical Boston people you could name it out of.
Right. It was so weird. But anyway, so I looked more deeply at their business, and they're a small business, and they have 2 locations in Boston area, Cambridge and Boston. But they made a point to say that their staff was surly, surly and something. Like basically surly means you're gonna give me a shitty attitude, right? You're an asshole. And they just it reminded me of that bar. Remember when we went to that
Dick's?
bar? No. Dick's does it as a
Yeah.
joke, kind of, and they write stuff on your hat or whatever, and they treat you. They insult you. I think that's the whole game.
Oh, not that bar.
Remember that bar 107 or
Bar
whatever
107,
in
bar
downtown,
107, yeah.
and it was late at night. Felipe was off the wagon at that time, and we were having a drink before the end of the night. And I
I was
asked
looking for
for.
drugs too.
Well, I'm sure you were looking for drugs, but
I was looking
I
for
had
anybody
no
with
part
a
of that.
sniffle.
I had no part of that. I
Like
didn't
if
know.
you want to go like
you were on
this,
another
if
agenda.
you were next to me going like this, can I have some? I'll be next to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known what you were talking about. That is not my scene, dude. But anyway, I asked the bartender for a lemon drop. And what did she say?
We don't make those pussy ass drinks here, Karen.
She didn't call me Karen, but she said, we don't make pussy drinks here. And I was like, what?
I was gonna throw my drink at that lady, but
I was so mad at that. I never set foot in that place again, and it has died, that bar. But I couldn't believe she said that to me. First of all, it's a shot and a half of vodka in that drink and a little splash of lemon. The only thing pussy about it is that it has a sugar rim sometimes. But I worked in the seediest of bars in Dayton, Ohio, next to a biker bar.
yeah,
We made lemon drops the shots all the time, the shooters. It's a shot and a half.
it's kind of like a pussy ass bar, and I'm glad I didn't go there.
Anyway, lemon drops are
I bet
good, but
those
they
bikers
will.
that were there, though, those bikers that are twins that talk about the Hell's Angels and Mongols.
No, but the lemon drop will fuck you up if you have one or two. I mean, it'll hit you fast.
One of the one of the best times I ever had was going to drink with you across the street at that restaurant.
Which place?
Okay, bar 107 and
downtown?
Downtown. They had they have fries with garlic cheese.
Oh, at Pete's.
Pete's.
It was an old bank.
No, not Pete's. It was a bar. I don't know the name of the bar. It was across the street from Big Man Cookies.
Oh, that was like you weren't drinking though. That was Modern Vegan, I think.
Modern Vegan?
Was it vegan food? Because
No,
when you were
they have
drinking,
fries
we weren't vegan.
with goat cheese or
Yeah,
something.
that's Pete's.
Blue cheese.
It was blue cheese. That was Pete's.
Not the fire pit grill.
No, I know. That was Pete's. It was on Spring and I think
that place,
Second
right in the
Street.
corner.
And or Second Avenue. And it was right on the corner. That used to be an old bank. Yeah.
Man.
And that's a great little spot. It
Fuck.
doesn't exist anymore. And I only went there because when I came to LA, my plan was to start a restaurant called Pete's, named after my friend, who my son is also named after. He died when he was 31. And I was obsessed with having this. I just had this thought. I'm going to do this restaurant named Pete's, and it was going to be vegan, like healthy and non-healthy vegan food. And they had these fries that were blue cheese crumbles all over them, and then a blue
they were
cheese
fucking
sauce.
delicious.
Oh my God, I hate blue cheese, but it was so good. It was so good. We drank then?
Yeah.
I had beer back then. I
had
was
wine.
a beer drinker back then. You
I
did not drink
Yeah,
wine.
I did. I stumbled upon that place one time because I was walking by myself, and I saw Jose Huizar,
Yes.
and I saw
That was Jose's district.
and I
downtown.
sat down. He goes, Felipe, come here. And then I sat down.
I'm going to teach you how to embezzle funds.
I sat down with
in 30
him.
seconds.
And man, I sat down with him, and the mayor of Monterey Park was there, the mayor of West Covina,
Up to no good.
and then the city councilman of Commerce, and they all knew my stand-up comedy.
He said, Felipe, join us.
The lady from Monterey Park loved me, man. They were
She used to come to your show all the time.
They were worshiping her. She was like the godfather there.
She was a white lady?
No, Latina
She was
or
Latina,
Chinese.
oh.
I don't know what she was. And she
Or stretch. Latino or Chinese.
I started, she said, would you like a drink? And I saw the vibe. I said, you know what? I said, you know, the first thing in my head.
You need to stop going with your vibe.
And in my
Go with-
head, I said like this. In my head, I said, these are good people, eh? They don't have Coke. So then I started drinking with them.
Not realizing the later at night, you're going to be leaving this group and
I
go to
started
another
drinking
group.
with them, man. And they order the fries. They order Brussels sprouts, bacon, and some little ass tater.
Little LA tapas right
tapas,
there.
man. And,
LA tapas.
And I don't know who paid. I didn't pay for nothing. And they all went back to their districts. And I went back to the back of that. I went back to the restaurant, looked for it.
Look for the cook, the busboy
I felt
who had
good,
Coke.
man. I felt like I accomplished something, even though it's just fucking. You know what I was? It's what I wanted to be, and it's sad, but
You wanted
I
to be
wanted to be
president.
Jim Carrey in that cabin, making everybody laugh and everybody liking him.
Oh, in Cable Guy. Fucking love that scene where he's like.
No, not that one.
What?
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, and Dumb. Well, same. It's a
But
similar scene.
It's the same scene though.
It's the same scene in
But it's
Cable
when he's
Guy.
like he's fucking like
He's charming the family.
he's like and throwing popcorn out of his mouth.
Yeah,
That
he's
was
charming
me.
the family. In Cable Guy, he's doing sexy password. Yeah,
That was me, man.
This is Dumb and Dumber.
That was
Yeah.
me with the mayor of Monterey Park.
Those arms killing me.
That was Isaac too, when he was lit on my birthday when he was doing the A through Z
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
burps.
Isaac was killing, and we were laughing, and he just kept going, and I was like, okay, that's enough.
They hate more cupcakes.
Find the other clip of Jim Carrey, sexy password, Cable Guy,
Yeah, man.
because that's a similar scene. Porno password. Sorry, it's down there. Yeah, and he's playing with his mom.
I really don't want to play this game.
And his mom is playing. He doesn't want to play. His mom and dad.
Woman.
Yeah, he has to play with his mom.
No. Peanut.
Penis.
Penis with his lisp.
So
That's his mom right there.
what's the next word?
Vagina is the word. Anyway, same scene, same sort of scene, right? It always makes me think of that. Anyway, we got way off tangent, but we're talking about zombie movies today mostly. But I didn't pick them because they're zombie movies. I mostly picked them because they're indie movies. That's really which one of these is not? I think Shaun of the Dead was indie too. They're all indie movies. All four of these, starting with Night of the Living Dead, which is like one of the original indie movies. It was made for $150,000 back in 1968. It ended up at this point, I think, and counting, we're at $30 million that it's earned over the years. Super low budget movie. Everybody in this cast also helped like build the props and the sets and the blood and all that stuff, and did the craft service and everything. It's a truly indie movie. And it starts with it gets right to the action, honestly, with Barbara here, this white lady. I mean, they're all white except for the main character, but this lady here who's with her brother visiting their mother's grave, and they notice something's off with people who are visiting other graves.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
And that's her brother.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
He's trying to scare
They're coming
her.
for you. Look, there
He's
comes
gonna
one
get
of them
you.
now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
But this is like within the first 5 minutes or 6 minutes of the whole movie.
She was right in front of him.
I know, she looks right in front of him. She looks like Nikki Glaser to me. They could remake this movie.
This is
with
a
Nikki.
funny man. He just runs through the car until he's on dead. Four eyes.
Not the glasses. He said 4 eyes. They hadn't really perfected how to transfer the zombiness to you.
Oh, wow, hit him.
Right? He just slightly hit him.
His head landed on that thing.
And I think in this movie, there's kind of an allusion they allude to the fact that it might be some sort of radiation from some destroyed satellite in space that made its way down to Earth. And that's why the recently dead are returning to life. And
See the way she fell right there? That's the way she fell in Scream.
can I say,
I'm an Electra.
I just want to shake this woman. I was so frustrated with this woman in this movie. Not just here, like she's inept. She can't even function. But later at the house, she's just useless. Giving blonde white ladies a bad name.
But she was like the first woman to fall in a horror movie.
Really? You're lying.
After that, all white women were falling and
You're lying.
falling
Well, their
behind.
shirts were getting ripped off
Yeah.
at the same time. That's the 70s. That was just the 70s. The zombies seem to be more powerful in this. Like, there's no... he got a rock. He's resourceful.
I don't understand how someone that's being very physical right here and moving fast can walk so slow though.
Well, they're not that slow in this one. It depends on the movie you're watching. People kind of play with the whole... I don't know who decided this is what the rules are of zombiness or vampireness or werewolfness. I don't know where they all originated, but most of these filmmakers stuck to that. The only different zombie movie, which we didn't include today, where I saw a difference in the zombies, a real big difference, was 28 Days Later. And how they moved very fast. 28 Days Later, they come at you like a rabid dog. And that's so terrifying because usually when you think about
there no
zombies...
fat people in that movie. They probably caught them all.
No fat.
Probably caught them all right away.
But like they... and look, what's his face?
Those are all vampires? Those are all zombies?
Hello?
Yeah, he wakes up in the hospital, kind of like Rick did in Walking Dead.
Okay.
He wakes up and all this shit has happened and he has no clue what he's facing here. And so, but anyway, they're really fast in this movie, and you think sometimes when you watch a zombie movie, well, at least I could get away from them, you know, like there's some way to escape them. But these people come at you like spitting out blood and running really fast toward you, and you have no it was just like, oh no, they're defying the zombie description, right? They're breaking character. Anyway, we didn't choose this one to watch, but I have seen that one. It's a great movie, and I would only stick to that one and not the others that came after that. But Night of the Living Dead, 1968. The word. Oh, let's show Barbara. So this is why Barbara's so frustrating, man. Because let's show her in the house. She doesn't do shit. After she makes it to the house, insert. What is this? Oh, she's in the house here. He's killing a zombie out here? Oh, okay. So she's in the house. He's been busy boarding up this whole house to save them. And I don't know what this is. Hold on. Yeah, she's just useless.
Pointless.
Yeah, he's killing a couple zombies here, and then he goes in and realizes, oh, we have to shore up the house. They've all gone to this farmhouse just for shelter from what's going on. And 1, 2, 3, 4 different people, 4 different groups end up in this house. Her, Ben, who's this main guy here, black guy here, he's like the main character in the story eventually. Then down below in the basement, but he's doing all this work. Who? Oh yeah, the husband and wife with their daughter who's sick because she got bitten. They don't know why she's sick at first. So Ben here realizes we gotta board up this house, right? And she ain't doing shit. She's just like, I guess she's in shock because her brother got bitten and she was attacked in the cemetery and everything. But she's just in shock. She's stunned. Hold on, we're gonna find this.
She's shocked,
here.
mortified.
But Barbara does nothing, and Ben is busy like hanging doors. He's ripping like 5 doors off and boarding up these windows by himself. I don't know if you've ever nailed a door into a wall, but that's not easy.
I don't think I ever picked up a hammer
to hold up. I believe that. But it's not easy to pick up the door and hold the door steady and nail it in while there's zombies outside trying to get in. But I swear, he's so Barack Obama in this movie. I don't know if you noticed that, but Barack gives me vibes of Ben here. Very calm, and this guy was the most Okay, so this guy, this is the first time there's been a black hero in a movie,
Yeah.
by the way. And it was not meant to be that way. It was not planned. This is what you call colorblind casting, where they cast him because he was the best one for the role. They did not write this for a black character, and it just happens to be black. And they didn't really change the script at all. Look, he's a black man hitting a white woman here, and she's looking to him for help. Like, this is not something you'd see on movies or TV back then. And he's helping her.
But when they pitched it, they probably said, wait.
They didn't pitch it with a black character.
Black guy's the hero.
No.
No, you can't do that movie.
No, they didn't.
They came back and said, but he died at the end.
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't pitch it that way. They pitched it as a horror movie, zombies, blah, blah, blah. They never pitched a black guy in the role. They cast it that way. After the script was already written and everything was already planned. I have to pee again.
What's up, everybody? Felipe Esparza right here. I'm coming to Los Angeles, June 13, 2026. I'll be performing at the Greek Theater. There's plenty of ways to get there. The best way to get there will be to take the red line in downtown LA on 7th Street and get off on Vermont and Sunset and walk to the Greek. My car broke down over there. I'm already ready. I'm gonna hike to the Greek. Los Feliz Boulevard and Vermont is where you start your hike. If you wanna get those steps in, come on. I feel we're halfway there. The sign, Observatory, Greek Theater. I remember the first time I actually took a bus with my friends and we walked from Sunset and Vermont to the Greek Theater to watch Run DMC and the Beastie Boys and Fishbone. Also, we had no tickets. We snuck in. We didn't sneak in. We kept hiking and went to the observatory and saw the concert from the observatory. I was there. My hairdresser was over there. He blows dried my hair and fixed my bandana. So we're good to go. Muchas gracias. I'm a few months early for my show, so I will sit here and wait for June 13, 2026.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
No, that's not it. Go back. I'm going to pick up where I left off. So, I was saying that Ben was cast without planning on having a black guy as the lead. It wasn't written like that. So, and a lot of people though, they started to attribute things to the movie, basically saying that it has a lot of social commentary and everything. And it did, but it wasn't really supposed to be anything racial at all. And George Romero just was like, he was just the best actor. He just happens to be black. It's not about anything black or, a black guy or whatever. He just is a black guy who's stuck with these other people, and it doesn't come into play. And it doesn't ever come up in the movie, which I think is very interesting. And I feel like that's the way movies should be and TV shows should be. It should be whoever is the best actor. It doesn't. But now, I don't know, you can't. It's iffy because if somebody is cast, I think today if that movie were made, they would have to acknowledge the fact that there is a black guy there.
But that's why we're with a boombox.
I don't think these days, maybe in the 80s or 90s, but I just think it's cool because of that. The social commentary that is in the movie, though, is the fact that, one, it's in 1968 is when it was made, and it was after the war, right? Or during the war, sorry. And the Vietnam War. And because of that, it kind of shows, though, this distrust of the government and all the messages that the government, the authoritative figures are putting out, like on TV, like you should go here, go look for shelter, stay inside, whatever their messages they're telling you, which that also happened on 9/11 too, right? In New York.
Yeah.
In the World Trade Center, they were telling people, just stay where you are, don't panic, whatever. And when you're working and you're at your office job and you hear somebody come on this loudspeaker after the building shook right now, we don't know what it is, right? And they tell you, just stay in place. Don't worry. We've got it figured out. You think, oh, it's just some like boiler explosion or something. Like we have no idea what happened.
Yeah.
And I trust that the message on the loudspeaker, and then you just think, okay, this is what we need to do. Or when you think of COVID, like when COVID happened and it started spreading around the world, and now it's come here and we're being told to just stay inside, and everybody's, you're listening to one voice of reason that you think is the voice of reason, but you're not sure what's going on. But so this shows like the breakdown of trust there too in authority. And they start to like differ in opinions of whether they should follow the authoritative advice and seek shelter and go through this horde of zombies that's outside, or stay put, blah, blah, blah. So that and the mob mentality that happens at the end when he does get shot. Spoiler alert, he gets killed at the end, but that movie is like it's very old. It's like over 50 years old. So
68, right?
68.
In 1972, a movie came out about zombies too in Mexico called Las Momias de Guanajuato, starring none other than the wrestler Santos, Mil Máscaras, El Rayo de Jalisco, and Blue Demon. I sent it to you on your phone.
Oh, okay.
And that was at 68, 69, 71, 72. So somebody in Mexico must have saw Return of the Living Dead. And at the time...
it's like grave robbery?
Yeah, that wrestler right there, he was like John Cena.
Yeah, they put all these wrestlers in those horror movies, because I bought you a couple different movie posters from the 60s, 50s,
like wrestlers
60s.
were famous enough in Mexico to put in movies.
Yeah.
So they were like...
with their masks.
Just like The Rock was in movies.
Yeah.
And they were called... And their character name in the movie was the character name of the wrestler.
Yeah.
And man,
Santos doesn't do
and they'll
this.
show up and fight zombies
Yeah.
with the wrestling moves. It's ridiculous.
That's why Nacho Libre works, because...
these guys will fucking fight zombies at night and get up in the morning and then wrestle live at 8 p.m.
Yeah. That's why Nacho Libre works, because it is just exactly like kind of behind the scenes of those kind of guys, right? And we made a movie, or we did a wrestling match, and now we're going to go out to dinner here with the hot chicks. And we're still wearing our masks. We're still wearing our masks and our turtlenecks.
So this is like the fight before the real fight with the zombies. And somehow this guy that is the leader of the zombies, he ends up getting a zombie wrestler in the ring.
Oh, there's a zombie in the ring?
Not right now, but later on. So right here, look, it's like the leader with his
got like 4 dwarfs.
Oh yeah, man. And that's Captain America in Mexico, man. Gulf of America. That right there, El Rayo de Jalisco, the lightning bolt of Jalisco. That's my friend's uncle, Cain Lopez.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Cain Lopez used to have the mask and the sweaty ass pants.
Huh.
He loaned it to me. They didn't even washed.
And you never give them back.
Yeah, so a bunch of wrestlers. Look at the wrestler fighting zombies. Look, come on, it brings us a battle royal. No me pegues. Oh no, not the full Nelson. So no,
his
man,
knees are bad from the fight last
give
night.
up. The Rayo Jalisco never gives up.
Rayo is lightning?
Yeah, so, lightning bolt. So they're gonna just fucking beat me. Oh, I got you in the full Nelson. Oh,
what was
not
that?
the backflip.
He just went tap.
And then, man, let me tell you, I used to love these movies because my uncle would take me and my grandma. They would just laugh. I was a little kid. I wanted to be a wrestler. I ain't gonna lie. I used to put on a cape like that. I don't know who this guy is. I never heard of him. But they're all wrestlers. They're all real wrestlers, man. They just became real famous, and they were in vampire movies.
I think you should
horror
do that.
movies.
I think you should include that as part of your stand-up, that bit. You were talking about how you would wake up the next day and like there's no news. How you found out wrestling was fake. And how you'd wake up after the match the night before and there's no news on how this guy got a career-ending injury, like by getting hit over the head by a folding chair. You know, like that didn't make the news, or somebody got like.
And then the ladies are waiting.
Stomped by 5 people. Yeah, the hot chicks. They're waiting.
Look at let me go. Boom, toma. I wonder who choreographed these moves. So like the drop kick. Wow, that's it, man. That's my heroes. Mil Máscaras.
Yeah, this is something that I loved wrestling, but I never. If I had seen those wrestling movies
my God.
when I was a kid, I probably would have liked
this. A la casa, mija.
Those masks are so funny. What's funny is like when they try to be like all suave and like Blue Demon has his like turtleneck for the evening and like leisure pants and like you know, his mask is still on and he's about to take out some ladies, and then he goes to the club like it's perfectly normal to show up with a mask.
Yeah.
And then there's Santos over there in his silver mask, and he has a silver mask, right? Who's the one with the silver
mask?
So Santos, there's Santos is coming in his little tight turtleneck. Show some Santos and Blue Demon movies and see if you can show them walking into like a classy club scene or something.
There's one where they're walking on the
in.
beach with their fucking regular clothes.
Oh, that too. That's funny. But like they would show up at these nightclubs. No, that's just a podcast about that. That's the same thing. Never mind. It's okay.
All right.
We don't have to.
Well,
we can move on.
A turtleneck right there.
Yeah, all those turtlenecks. They're funny.
Oh man, that slice sounds good.
Okay, let's get back to Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead, and then you can skip to the human mob walking through town and going up to the house. Basically the end. So mob mentality was one of the things he did talk about. So he's done. Pause it for a second. So he comes out of the basement.
Yeah.
So the scariest part is not the zombies. It's the hanging around with other people, strangers in the house in this small space, and also just knowing that the horde is descending on you.
Yeah.
And you have no escape. And they talk about like, we don't want to get trapped in the basement, but they do eventually go down. He goes down to the basement and then deeper into the root cellar because he's escaping the people who are coming in, and there's nowhere to go. You can't go outside. So anyway, the morning comes, he comes out, everybody else is dead. And all the zombies that were in the house are gone. And he comes out and he's assessing the situation. And he's not sure like what zombies are left or whatever. Meanwhile, there's this angry mob on the outside of the house who's already formed a little militia here.
Resistant militia.
Yeah, to try and kill all the zombies in town. So this is what he wakes up to. They're killing like the remnants of the zombies who are still hanging around. And then Ben comes out of the cellar and not sure what's going on.
Go ahead, Don, and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house.
And then this fake Kirk Douglas here sees something inside. Well, I guess you can see more inside there, but I don't think they can see very much in there. And then poor Ben, this is how it ends. He survives a whole zombie attack. Just to be killed by a townsperson who didn't realize he was a real person. And then these cool, like, crime scene looking photos at the end. But he's just dead after all that. He survived all of it just to end up like that.
Yeah, man.
And then they pick up the body with a hook and just drag them all out. So we got all those meat hooks. That's it. We can move on to Evil Dead. 1981, also an indie movie. This is one of the most successful independent films of all time. Directed by 81, directed by Sam Raimi. He did a short teaser to get investors for this film. And the original title of this movie was Book of the Dead. But they decided to change it because, in their opinion, the teenagers wouldn't go see a movie with book in the title. They'd think it was boring. So they changed it to Evil Dead, which is just like, oop, that swing stops right there.
Fucking Evil Dead.
And so they get into this cabin. I don't know why all these people had the idea to go into some scary cabin in the 70s and 80s, but they just decide to go to some cabin together, and weird things start happening. This movie is weird because there's no monster that's shown, and there are people who become possessed, but it's really more of an entity, like a spirit, a demon, and they show lots of weird things happening, like the woods are attacking, and I'm trying to find the thing I have here. We can play whatever other clips you have there. The grandfather clock stopping. This is kind of like Poltergeist, where that psychic, that medium, is writing all those words. So she's drawing this grandfather clock, as I guess you do when you're on vacation and you go hang out with your friends in a cabin and you start drawing. And look, it stopped the little... Spirit comes in here.
Spirit said, "What's up, ho?"
There's way too many open windows in this cabin for my taste. And then they...
You know what goes great with this creepy window? A creepy ass bench swing. To just rattle on the window and...
But look, see, she starts like sketching and then like drawing and then tearing the paper.
That's me ready for the dope man, getting all creative. Life is a square.
So...
Oh no, she's trying a mattress.
She's getting possessed. So she gets possessed and becomes really the first in the friend group to get possessed. Is it a face?
Yeah, SpongeBob.
No, it's SpongeBob. Oh, she's drawing the book. Oh, the skull in the book.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
There's a skull there? Hold on. I don't know what it was she was drawing. That's the skull on the book? Okay, the face on the book.
She needs art lessons.
She does need art lessons. So anyway, she gets possessed, and that's before the Book of the Dead, though. They find the book, right? So the cabin's already possessed. But they find this audio recording of a person, I guess it was a professor or a writer who moved into that cabin before they visited. And he recorded all this stuff about strange things happening at the cabin and how he and his wife had moved there to get some isolation so he could write this book and everything. And then they show, go ahead, they show them finding the book down in the basement. And then Bruce Campbell here, who became a cult classic star after this, he's playing the tape. And the guy has some incantations from this Book of the Dead that's down there, like Latin stuff. Latin apparently is what all the demons speak in every movie. And so he talks about some of the incantations, and then demons start... Well, he doesn't say demons, but he starts to talk about, on the audio tapes, all this horrible stuff that starts happening with him and his wife, and happens to his wife. Roughly translated. And so you can keep going. You can skip to the next thing. The tape is warning of the incantations in the book that may reawaken the dead. And go to the next... what do we have here? That's the outside. Okay, well, you can show... Okay, so Cheryl goes outside, and she's the one who got possessed with the drawings. And then basically the woods attack her. I didn't realize she had so many clothes on because she has no clothes on toward the end of this attack scene. The vines come alive. Everything comes alive. They start to envelop her.
Poltergeist.
Rip off her clothes. Yeah, Poltergeist.
I got scared
Poltergeist has a lot of similarities.
I got scared when a woman got possessed by the window and started talking like a demon.
Yeah, when the cards scene, yeah. So... It's funny, the cabin that they used for this was in Tennessee, and they got the guy who built the cabin, he died a week after completing the building of the cabin. And that was just coincidence. See, look, the vines ripped off all her clothes. You have to do that in the 80s.
You had to.
But she kept her Uggs on.
That's scary.
Okay, you can fast.
So it's the vines attacking her,
The
huh?
vines, yeah, it's just like the woods coming alive, right? And then, and on set, there were a lot of injuries because everybody, first of all, it was very indie and everybody was inexperienced. Nobody had filmmaking experience except maybe Sam Raimi had done some experimental stuff before. This is Sam Raimi who eventually became the Spider-Man guy. Like he went mainstream.
That long?
Yeah, he went mainstream as a director.
I thought he was young.
Well, he was probably 40 when he got Spider-Man, I would say. Late 30s, early 40s. And but, you know, he was making films that were basically trauma films. Trauma is a whole line of like gore, horror movies, campy horror movies like Toxic Avenger and sort of zombie Nazis on the moon. I don't know. All those weird
zombie
movies.
Nazis on the moon.
If you go to Trauma's website, they've probably have like 300 titles of movies that they own in their collection that they produced with money they had. They knew there was a market out there for these movies. Toxic Avenger, I think, I don't know how many they made, 6 of those movies.
A lot of
It's a franchise, but, you know, it's a cheap franchise. And, but this really launched a lot of stuff, and they did pay homage to a lot of things, too. Which one is this? This is the card one. Go ahead, play this one. Another possession of the other woman here. There she is, fully possessed.
Disturbed our sleep, awakened us from our ancient slumber. You will die like the others before you. One by one, we will take you.
She's gone. Anyway, they stuff her in the cellar to keep her away from everybody. They lock her down there under the cellar door. And she keeps popping up, like, instigating, in my opinion. She looks like she's instigating a fight. Do we have that clip right after? She keeps popping her head up. Yeah. Look, watch. She's like instigating. Watch. Watch. That's his friend dying here. Oh, there she is. That's his ex-girlfriend, or his girlfriend, who's possessed. All the friends become possessed. His girlfriend, he doesn't seem so worried about her. She just seems like a nuisance. Oh, wanted to do that.
Bam. Bam.
I realize he hit her so many times. But he kind of just leaves her be. She's like, I don't know. She's like always in the background there while he's dealing with the other people. This lady, she's instigating from down there.
Yeah, man.
Kill her if you can. He can't shoot his girlfriend. Or fiance. I think he just got engaged to her right when they started this cabin scene. He can't do it. Anyway, this is all indie, like I said.
You should hit her with a gun at least.
Yeah. Oh, do we have a picture of the poster, the Hills Have Eyes poster in the background? No. Well, anyway, there's a thing, a little Easter egg, if you, I guess, use today's language. Easter egg that they have a Hills Have Eyes poster down in the basement in the background, and that's Wes Craven's movie.
It was before this?
Wes Craven's movie, Hills Have Eyes, was 1977, so it was a couple years before this. So here they are in the basement here when he finds the book, and the Hills Have Eyes is on the back, on the wall there. Go ahead and click on that. That's fine. It's all right. Click on it. Bring it up. So the poster is in the background there. And Wes Craven Wes Craven earlier in Hills Have Eyes, he had a poster of Jaws that was on the wall. So then Wes Craven saw this, and he was so like honored that his movie poster was there that wait, where's my notes here? That when he did Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy is watching The Evil Dead. So that's his little Easter egg. He gave them back in return. But I thought that was cool, a cool little thing.
That is cool.
And then, okay, so we got the girl in the woods. And they all 13 people in the crew and the actors had to sleep in that cabin, by the way. So they were driving each other crazy. That's a real behind the scenes thing. Let's go down to the blood pipe bursting. This is really gross. Not in this one, but the one after this, Return of the Living Dead or whatever. Return of Evil Dead. I think they used 50 gallons of fake blood. 50,000 gallons, not 50 gallons. 50,000 gallons of fake blood. Not in this one, but it was the sequel. But they use a lot of fake blood in this. And they got creative with the blood scenes because they felt they were going to get censored too much. So sometimes they changed the color of the blood to white and then again to blue in a couple of scenes and green. And the censors were like, we don't care what color it is. We just have a problem with all the spewing of liquids out of everybody's orifices. So that was the problem, was the spewing of liquid, not the color of the liquid.
A lot of spewing,
A lot of spewing. But that pipe burst and the blood everywhere, it's just so gross.
A lot of decaying.
A lot of decaying. And then we have this, let's do the friends poking the friend's eyes out, which is another gross scene.
Get him.
Ash is the only person alive as a human still. They use a lot of practical effects. There are no real special effects used for this. They're all practical effects, foam, shaving cream, all sorts of weird things they use to make things happen. They didn't even use like fake tears to make people cry. They used onions to make people cry because they were so cheap. The onions were cheaper than Visine or cheaper than any sort of fake tears that they could use. But this is what real filmmaking is, because this really taps into your like MacGyverness, you know, to make a film happen by any means necessary. And that's why it's always widely respected and copied, honestly. Everybody and their mother. This is like the first podcast of horror movies where everybody and their mother decided, I can do this. I can make a horror movie. I can make, mix corn syrup and food coloring to make blood or whatever they needed to make to whatever the recipe is. But you guys know the recipe for fake blood? No? I don't know it either, but it's corn syrup and food coloring.
Yeah.
They added a little coffee to theirs. And then
saw crystals.
And then at the end, let's show everybody falling apart. At the end, after he throws the book into the fire, it looks like kind of claymation. This is like stop motion animation. This movie was so cheaply done.
Made a lot of money, huh?
Made a lot of money over the years, and a lot of movies. I really honestly don't know how many movies they had as sequels. See, there's the blue blood on her face. So after he throws the book in the fire, all the zombies start to fall apart. Or if you want to call them zombies, whatever they are.
Zombies.
It's all stop motion right here. And I don't know if you ever made anything stop motion. That's hard. It's hard work, man. Because film works at 24 frames a second, right?
Yeah.
So you have to take a shot, a photo, like 24 photos. Well, actually, that's not true. One shot is 24 seconds, I guess, right? That's the way it is. But if you're going to do this stop motion, you've got to take a photo at every second of action, right?
Yeah.
And then string that together in film. But it's tedious. Even Trey Parker and Matt Stone, when they made Team America, the marionette movie, they said they'd never do that again in their lives because it was so much work.
Cream of corn.
Yeah, that's so gross. Whatever that is. All right, we can move toward the next one, which is another indie movie, but a British version called Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. I saw it at the movie theaters.
Me too.
I liked it.
I did too. I loved it because it was funny. Simon Pegg, even though he's 29, looking about 40 right here in this movie. But it was just about two friends who want to hang out. and his friend pretty much kind of laying up at his apartment with his other roommate. And then zombie apocalypse breaks out in England, in London. And so it starts off really with just like the mundane life, kind of showing that we're pretty much all zombies living in this world right now, and in our daily lives. Go ahead and play. Okay, you zombie? Yeah. Let's hurry up, zip through this. So he's just going down to the corner store and he starts to see like weird stuff, like there's all this trash here and then people out. He doesn't notice anything different because this is what has been, he just is walking through life like all of us on autopilot kind of, you know?
Pretty much lived a mundane life.
Mundane life. And he doesn't even notice the blood stains on the windows. And
he thought they're promoting Blood Red Bull.
He slipped in the blood right there. He didn't even notice. He's getting ready to go to work, too. Gets a little snack for his friend.
Someone getting eaten back there, too.
Have we got any papers?
None of the newspapers are there. And he doesn't notice the shopkeep back in the back, who's a zombie already.
15p.
Or the cat on top of the bread, like a little zombie.
So he's oblivious to it all. Anyway,
I would have thought they were crackheads, too.
Yeah, I mean, how do you know these days? How do you know the difference? Go ahead and show when he and his friend find the first zombie who shows up in their yard.
Oh my god!
And she's a cashier down at the store, and they think she's just some drunk chick who showed up in their yard.
Aren't you bad, love? Oh, she likes you. And she wants a cuddle.
Nick Frost, that's his production partner and writing partner.
Do something! Wait there.
They made 3 movies together, at least, I think. Hot Fuzz and World's End, which is another zombie movie.
Just get her off me! Jeez!
World's End is a zombie movie?
Yeah, they're doing the pub crawl.
Now, seriously, Mary,
They use a lot of pieces of this movie for World's End.
This is it. I'm gonna fuck off.
Watch. Ew. Yikes! And then a little Reagan from Exorcist sort of thing here. Yeah. Yucca. You can see right through the hole into the guys right there. I love that shot. So then they realize something else is going on.
I think we should go back inside. Okay.
It's a whole lot of mess.
A whole lot of mess. You want to look for the records scene, Isaac. Sorry, I didn't put that in there, but throwing records at the zombies. Shaun of the Dead.
No, that's the second album I ever bought. No!
So he's throwing all his good albums at these people. I had one of them crates for my album. I don't know what happened to it.
Blue Monday. That was the original pressing. For fuck's sake.
Blue Monday, and it's the original pressing. That's what used to go up to on stage. Blue Monday.
Batman soundtrack.
They threw it away, they kept it.
They threw it away, but he said it's an original pressing. He chucked it.
Okay. Oh, Dire Straits. Throw it.
Dire Straits. Throw it for sure. Anyway, we can show the roommate. So their roommate has turned as well. There, yeah. There's his roommate in the shower.
Oh God, sorry, Peter. Listen, we're gonna borrow your car, okay? We'll bring it back, and if you're feeling better later, we're going to the pub. So you're more than welcome to join us.
Peter'd be so pissed off if he knew I was driving his car, eh?
Don't think so.
I don't think so. So anyway, they head out. They're gonna go save his mom, and then his girlfriend. He's got a whole plan. And then they're gonna go hang out at the pub where they feel like they're gonna be safer.
Get lost.
And that's the whole plan. So they gotta escape the zombies. At least the zombies go slow in this movie, though. They're stealing the roommate's car. Get out of there. All right. Let's, they end up in the pub where they decide to hole up. They end up in the pub. It's a bad idea because they break into the windows. They're sitting ducks. There's the owner of the pub who has come out of his office, I guess, as a zombie. This is a great scene, though, with the Queen song. I said, kill the Queen, the jukebox. So their plan is to make Molotov cocktails out of the spirits in the bar. Beat the shit out of that old man. But this was like the first, I think, funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Evil Dead got campy after the first one. It really was scary, the first one. But it became campy. But this really played up on all the humor of it. Had a funny story and funny characters. And they're just two slackers, two losers who have to... This is the scariest part for me, though, right here. Watch. He's flipping the lights on and everything. And look, he flips on the outside light for a second. And he can see them, but they can't see him. Watch. Watch. Ah, here it goes. Oh, no, it didn't show it. Oh. It does show them outside, though, at one point. That's the girl from the British office, by the way. Anyway. They make it out of there. And in the end, Shaun gets his life together. He's not a loser anymore. He's living with his girlfriend. He's mature. And this is 6 months after the zombie apocalypse.
Next, we'll hear the story of 10-year-old Enrique Ramirez.
And of course, as his human nature, we exploit the zombies. And now we're using them for entertainment.
For pets.
For pets. Competitions.
Like Peter.
Like Peter. In that movie Fido, which we didn't talk about. Fido is a weird zombie movie you should watch. But see, they put Z-Day Anchor. Like, he got famous from being a Z-Day Anchor, right? On Zombie Day.
For the charity Zombie called. The fact that the mobile deceased retained their primal instincts makes them ideal recruitment for the service industry.
So now they've employed that people at the low levels of the service industry, putting them in entertainment. And then basically, at the very end, Shaun, you can zip forward, Shaun is living his best life with his girlfriend in the home. And decides to go do his shed here and hang out with his best mate, who is a zombie.
Player 2 has entered the game.
Ed!
That's pretty much what they did before. And another Queen song to end the movie. One of my favorite movies, I think. I have to say. That's a really good movie. Shaun of the Dead. Hot Fuzz and World's End. They're all great.
They're all good.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. And then the next one, Juan of the Dead. This is the last one we're talking about. Juan of the Dead, which
my favorite.
You had never seen. It's my favorite too. It's great.
It was all shot in Miami. Sorry, in Cuba.
In Cuba.
In Cuba.
Made with the approval of the Cuban government, with funding from the Cuban government.
Amazing,
I mean, if you watch
movie,
the beginning,
coño.
all the stamps in the beginning, it's
Coño,
all,
me está comiendo la piel aquí. ¿Qué está pasando aquí?
it all has like the seals of Cuba. Like you could tell it's a state-sponsored
Landscape
movie.
of Cuba, you can hear their propaganda.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, man.
And including
They're
propaganda.
blaming America for the zombies.
Yeah, so the zombie, that's the thing. Like the zombies come, they're not called zombies. Zombies is never mentioned in this, but they are called dissidents, which is basically
Spanish?
people. I don't know in Spanish. What's the word?
I don't know. No, I thought they were called something in Spanish. Disidentes.
Maybe, probably. I don't know what the word is for dissidents, but I'll look it up right now. Huh? Disidentes, yeah.
Los
right there.
disidentes.
Yeah, so dissidents just meant people who disagree politically with the government. So, but it kind of is this political satire layered onto a zombie movie, and they look at them, and every time they call them out, they're like, "Oh, there's more dissidents right here."
Pretty much, it's like the Shaun Dead of Cuba. This movie.
What? Yeah, Shaun of the Dead
Shaun
of
of
Cuba.
the
Yeah,
Cuba.
yeah.
And
it's funny.
It's
it
hilarious, man. There's a lot of callbacks.
Funny.
There's a lot of callbacks because at the end of the movie, one of the Cuban guys, he's dressed like Deadpool. But Deadpool in the yellow X-Men outfit.
Kind of. Well, no, you're talking about Wolverine.
Wolverine.
But
But Deadpool does wear the yellow outfit, doesn't he? I think sometimes.
Yellow?
The old yellow X-Men outfit. He
That's
wore it
Wolverine.
one time.
Deadpool never had a yellow outfit, did he?
He joined the X-Men one time. He wore it, the yellow one.
He did?
Yeah.
No, that's Wolverine. Wait, no, the top left. What's that? He's in yellow right there.
I said, he was dressed like that.
I think I think it's a mashup of Wolverine.
Yeah,
That's Wolverine's outfit.
Yeah,
but
it is a mashup.
They had Wolverine though. He's wearing a wetsuit. Lazaro, the character Lazaro, he has a Wolverine-looking wetsuit on, which I don't know if that was on purpose. But Juan has a blood-stained shirt that kind of makes him a Deadpoolish sort of color.
And his son too.
And his son. Well, you mean Lazaro's son?
Yeah.
What about him?
He had an outfit that made him look like a superhero also.
He did?
Yeah.
I thought he had a flannel on. What did he have on?
Some kind of weird outfit.
Oh. You don't have a clip. It didn't happen. So basically, Juan of the Dead, a bunch of layabouts, slackers, drunkards, ne'er-do-wells, face an army of zombies that take over the Cuban... they take over Cuba, basically.
They're pretty much a bunch of thieves too.
Yeah, they're thieves. They just get by with whatever they can. He's a loser who's trying to reconnect with his daughter, who's an adult now, and she's been living with her mom in Miami, I guess. And his friend is also a loser they just basically drink all day and then go fishing on a makeshift raft.
Yeah.
And screw around doing nothing, and then like spy on women, peeping Tom type guys, you know. And they're grown up. They're like almost 50, right? These guys.
Yeah.
They're like late 40s, early 50s. And I mean, the guy. It's like John Turturro, and what the other guy looks like. I don't know. What's his name? Adam Devine from Workaholics.
Yeah, he does. A chubby one.
The chubby one, little short guy. And yeah, look up Lazaro in Juan of the Dead. He kind of looks like him to me. Lazaro. One of the Dead. Yeah. That's enough, yeah. Lazaro.
There's a funny scene, man, where
there he is, right
where the Lazaro's turning into a zombie and he's gonna commit suicide.
Yeah, doesn't he look like Adam Devine? I'm not crazy, right?
And he tells his best friend, I'm no me voy a matar. Yo me voy a matar ahorita y que yo siempre te he querido, compa.
I tell you, I could not understand these Cuban accents.
Pues yo también te quiero a ti mucho. No, pues yo te quiero mucho, mucho, mucho. Carajo.
Pretty good Cuban
carajo,
accent.
¿qué estás diciendo, carajo?
You sound like a Dominican doing a Cuban accent.
Te la quiero chupar antes de que me vaya.
Nadie quiere chupar.
He's probably asking them that he's dying and he wants to go like have a romantic encounter with him. Then he says
he has a confession with his friend.
Yeah, I said it in Spanish already.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you make it sound like he wants to do it. Go ahead. Don't give me that look.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But I didn't want to say.
I
didn't want to say BJ.
No, keep telling me.
So he goes like he's telling them they always liked them and he has a confession to make.
Yeah, but he's fucking with him.
Yeah, it's funny though because I didn't know he was messing with him. And then he goes like he looks at him in Spanish. He goes, man, you like to get advantage of people.
Yeah. So he has one little. He's a jokester, throughout the whole movie, Lazaro.
Yeah, man, and that's what we're little ass shorts. You can see it like it's like nuts that's sticking out.
Yeah, that was prosthetics they did for that. That was funny though. It was a funny touch at the end there. But yeah, so basically these slackers.
It's a good movie.
They capitalize on the zombie invasion because they're trying to make money. He starts a business, Juan. He's Juan of the Dead.
We'll get rid of your dead relatives.
Juan de los Muertos. Yeah, they get rid of your loved ones. If you can't, your loved one has turned, and you can't do it yourself, we'll come kill your loved one for you. So that's the advertisement. Oops. And they were starting to make a lot of money. So then he recruits his family members and his other friends, and like this big ass guy looks like The Rock, but he's afraid of the sight of blood. And you know, it's all very funny.
And the little homeboy right there, all flamboyant.
And we couldn't find all the clips. Oh, you did find underwater zombies. We couldn't find all the clips, but there's some really interesting killing scenes in this, and just great shots in general. Go ahead and play the You played the trailer already, right? I'll play it. Go ahead and play the trailer.
2008?
2011, I think. 11. And then it hit the film festival circuit, and it had full support of the Cuban government, but they're kind of poking fun at the Cuban government, too, at the same time. I'm surprised it got through.
Yo soy un sobreviviente. Sobreviví en Mariel, sobreviví al periodo especial y a la cosa esta que vino después. Este es el paraíso.
They drink so much rum, that guy builds a whole wall with all the rum bottles he drinks.
Nota oficial. En estos días han sucedido algunas alteraciones de la disciplina social causados por grupúsculos de disidentes pagados por el gobierno de los Estados Unidos.
Este no es un disidente.
Vampiros.
Oh, that was a crazy kill. They tried to kill him, and they ended up shooting through him into the wife. So they're told by the government that they're dissidents.
Yeah.
That they're political, like, antagonists sent from the U.S. Yeah. But they're not, and they start to realize.
Ahora te matamos los seres queridos.
Y al parecer aguantan mucho el dolor. Me parece que están drogados.
A lot of great shots, really great technical effects and everything. And by the way, that killing scene, let's show the decapitation, the group decapitation. There is not AI, but CGI, where they dropped in basically a shot that couldn't be done in the main square. They dropped it into an image of the main square. Yes, the killing of the truck.
That one's badass.
This is badass. Badass right here. Decapitating 500, they say, zombies. I thought that was so creative, and if there's a zombie invasion, I'm going to use that tactic right there.
Hell yeah.
Because it works so well. And then they had this shot here, this underwater zombies, which I thought was beautiful.
Because they're grabbing people from the water.
I've never seen this before.
But I thought it was genius.
I thought it was beautiful. Like, really well done. They're trying to go to Miami right now. Miami's only 90 miles from Cuba, by the way.
There's a restaurant in Chicago called, a Cuban restaurant in Chicago. It's called 90 Millas.
Oh, yeah?
And it's a Cuban restaurant.
You ever eaten there?
Yeah. I went there with Nike. It had salsa dancing in a band playing. It was very small. 90 Millas.
90 Millas.
Tú eres imprescindible, compadre. Sin ti no puedo hacer nada.
That's the end of the movie.
Did they go underwater here?
No, this is the end of the movie. No, they don't go underwater
right here. Right here. He goes under. Look.
That one took his lady. Yeah, that's
zombie horde under the water. I've never seen that in any movie. I thought that was
people.
so.
I thought it was the best scene.
I thought that was great. I just thought I've never seen. It's so creative.
They got this from the Pirates of the Caribbean. The Pirates of the Caribbean has the zombie scene.
Dead Man's something. I forget. The one with Juan what's his name? Fucking Javier Bardem. Yeah, so
eats his own movie by itself.
I know, right? Look at the shark comes in, eats the zombie right away. My God, look at those zombies on the floor. I just thought that was so scene, I've never seen that. I thought that was worth pointing out. So it does pay homage to every zombie film ever made, probably, in this movie. And
they should have called it Return of the Living Coños.
Anyway, that's the first good idea Juan has ever had in his life, is to kill the zombies for profit. And I think that's it.
I love that movie, man. I love that, Shaun of the Dead. I love all the movies. Evil Dead is fucking scary, man. I was watching it in my hotel room.
Evil Dead, yeah.
Yeah, I bought a cup of noodles from the lobby.
A cup of noodles.
I had my little fucking sriracha, and I ate that soup. And then I watched 45 minutes of it, and I said, man, this sucks. I gotta go do something. Sitting here alone. So I went to have Chinese food afterwards.
That
And I went to eat Chinese food, and I came back and I finished the movie.
You found Chinese food later than you would ever find out Chinese food here.
This place
Only
closed
one.
at 4 a.m.
Only Juan Cock in Chinatown is open that late, right? 3 a.m. right? Yeah. Juan Cock they only have one good dish.
They close at 4
unfortunately.
a.m. They stopped taking people in the restaurant at 3:30, and they stopped the last delivery is at 3:20.
The one in Boston?
Yeah.
Oh. Juan Cock, you went to that place. That's funny. At downtown Chinatown. I don't know if the guy's still there. But as of 10 years ago, we used to go there all the time.
He's the reason
at 2
probably
or
have
3
a
in the morning.
podcast about movies.
That guy. Is it Mike? You know him?
Yeah. You know Mike?
him?
Yeah.
He loves movies.
He's a butler there. Yeah, he loves
movies.
Shout out to Mike. He's still there?
Oh my God, are you serious? Hilarious. Felipe would have long conversations with this dude, and he just, oh yeah, I love that movie. He's so excited. He'll just tell you everything he loves about, and he loves like framing and shots and stuff. He gets really technical of the things he really loves about a movie. We should have him on this podcast. He was so interesting.
Fucking Mike. Shout out to Mike.
I didn't know
man.
his name was Mike.
From Wong Kok, the host of the Wong Kok
Yeah,
restaurant.
he's like the host. I think he's a waiter, but he
Yeah.
kind of a little swoop back. Yeah.
He knows everyone. By the
Oh
way.
my gosh, he does. And he loves LA and movie culture.
He'll tell you if somebody famous came in there.
Oh yeah, he would rat on everybody. And who his side chick was that he brought in and everything. But yeah, Mike, I didn't even know his name. How do we not know his name?
Yeah.
Don't act like you knew his name.
I never knew his name. Mike Wong.
Mike Wong. Mike Wong Cook. Wong Cook on what is that, College Street?
It was cool 'cause
or
he just
what
sat
is the
there.
street
We were
there?
waiting for our table, and he just talked
It's
to
on
us about our
Broadway.
table already.
Alpine, yes. It's like a block from Hapwu. A block and a half from Hapwu.
Yeah. Oh, that place. By the way, they opened up the dim sum outside of the Wong Kok now, so you can buy dim sum outside now.
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
That little short parking lot there?
A little short part. They opened up the gate now.
Oh, wow.
That's been
I don't
closed
like
for
dim
years.
sum. Dim sum is nasty. And I don't know why
I
nobody's
wish-
called this out.
I wish.
I tried dim sum maybe 7 times in my life. It's always there's tripe that shows up with no flavor on it. Just a little bowl of tripe.
Put some Chinese oil on it.
Gross.
All tastes
Stop
delicious.
it. And then like raw ass chicken feet. They're steamed or something. Gross.
You
There's
never
like,
been hungry.
if you eat chicken, and I've eaten chicken in my life, I never wanted to like scrape it off a claw with a nail on it. There's no meat on that thing. What are they getting out of it? You asked Rizzo this because he started talking about
That'll
chicken
be my last
feet.
meal if I ever get a chance for a last meal. I'm asked to get me to that dim sum out there on Broadway, the old one.
Stop.
And you go there, man. There's like crumpled photos that are bending.
Look,
Elizabeth Taylor eating there. You know what I'm talking about, right?
She wasn't eating no chicken
The dim
feet.
sum place. That's old
Nasty.
photos. They still. Man, it's sad because a lot of people go in there with sweats and sandals, but that place still treats you like you walk in there with a suit.
No,
like
'cause
you
a
walk
lot
in
of
there with
families go after
you walk
church
in there
and
with a
stuff.
suit. You can walk in with a sandal. The guy goes, "Come on, man, sit down."
Yeah, the fancier Chinese restaurants, they're all like
they'll
that.
leave some peanuts and
Yeah.
some tea and walk away and give the water.
Man.
You see, we're gonna lose that.
We okay with dim sum. It's like their brunch, right, in Chinatown, and they'll come around with these carts, and the carts all have different things on
I don't
them.
know what they were. You know, you told me that I got grossed
Well, you
out.
get like a card, and you check off the thing. Well, the waiter will grab your card and check off what they served you, right? But they bring you shit like different people have different carts of different items.
So good.
I never found
Okay,
anything
tell
that
you
was
that
really good at dim sum.
The other thing
Sorry.
I get grossed out by.
It's a fun experience.
I
but
get grossed out by
nothing is
what you
good.
said because I like shrimp.
It's like weird custards show up.
Like I love shrimp, like the way that when it's like this. But
Like what? What's that mean?
no, the way the way the
Fried?
shrimp's supposed to be.
Oh,
but,
curled?
But when it's chopped up
Steamed?
and put in the dim sum, I got a question. Because I know what one shrimp looks like. I know what it looks like chopped up, and I know that you would need 1,000 of those to fill up that little dim sum.
When you say dim sum, are you talking about dumpling?
Dumplings.
Okay. Okay.
What's the difference?
No, I'm just wondering. Dim sum, I think, is the whole brunch experience name, right? Or tapas, sort of. Like, it means more of a, like, what does dim sum mean?
Well, so when they give you the dumpling,
yeah, it just means bite size. Okay,
Yeah.
so dumplings, but okay. I just thought it was a bite size variety of things.
So
I didn't know it really meant the
little balls
dumplings.
called
Okay.
dim sum.
I guess.
So when they give you
Can't
the
really
little
tell.
when they give you the little dumpling, and I know that the whole thing is made with grounded shrimp.
My Chinese friends are not
But
here.
I know that it takes a lot of grounded shrimp to make that dumpling.
Oh, yeah.
So
Shrimp are tiny.
So they gotta mix it up with other fish.
Oh, yeah.
That's
most Asian food, they're mixing that shrimp with other fish. Like when you get like sushi and stuff, like cheap sushi, you're getting the crab stick.
Like I really
You're not
want to
getting
taste
real
that
crab.
dumpling that Jimmy O Yang had when he made that
Oh,
little
Jimmy O
hole
Yang was
and
eating
he-
those soup
and he put that
dumplings.
the chili oil and he got the straw.
Yeah.
I can still taste it right
Yeah,
now.
look up Jimmy O Yang.
Damn, give me some of that.
Soup dumplings.
Give me some of that and
Because Jimmy went to Hong Kong.
and
I
a Bruce
think.
Lee movie.
Jimmy got in touch with his Chinese roots.
And he knows
'cause Jimmy is very California.
He made some
He's
good.
California,
I love this.
but he's born in.
So this is
Yeah.
how you properly eat a
Xiaolong
xiaolong
bao.
bao, like a legit
Xiaolong
Chinese
bao.
person.
Just I was taught
Gently
yesterday.
pick it up so you don't break the
He
seal.
was probably taught
Put your
yesterday.
spoon.
Him and I have the same birthday, Junior.
Same
Vinegar on it.
birthday,
You
yes.
need that Chinese
Jimmy's been on our
dark vinegar,
podcast.
okay?
What's
Not
a cool
any apple
podcast?
vinegar, nothing like that. Got a couple ginger pieces, and now you bite a small
And you
hole.
suck out the juice, the soup. That's what Felipe wants.
You suck the soup out so it doesn't burn your mouth. Now you put the rest, and you enjoy it.
Lisa and I, we ate at this.
I love Jimmy. Jimmy's one of the best guy. He's just so down to earth, real guy. California dude. He's San Diego, right?
I don't know.
I think San Diego. That's where he's from. Anyway, go ahead. What? Lisa and I what?
Lisa and I ate at this dumpling place in London. That was just like that. It was fucking delicious.
Oh, the vegan dumplings.
Yeah.
We walked through the little that
Went there
place
twice.
was so
her
good.
sister-in-law Emily, who normally doesn't eat vegan.
They're all meat
her
eaters
and I,
from
we
Ohio.
ate like 8 of them.
We ate 8 dishes of the dumplings because they Szechuan Szechuan is my favorite thing. That's my shit because I
tell
love
right
the chili
Give me 10
crisp.
of those. Right now.
I love the chili crisp. But man, yeah, I have to say I never had those what are they called? Xiao Bao Ling?
Yeah.
Xiao Bao Ling? I never had that before.
I never had that either.
Because they're all full of meat and I don't eat meat. But when we went to London and we found that vegan place, it was like
And a fish.
And the fish, they make this vegan fish. The food is so good. That's in not Cambridge, Cambridge, where Amy Winehouse is from.
Yeah.
Cambridge, right? And it's
Camden.
Camden, that's
Yeah.
it. And there's this little market, and then like this punk guy who sits on the bridge like a
Always.
troll, and you can take a pic with him for $5, and he has big Brixton spikes and everything. Anyway, they had that right around the corner. They had those vegan dumplings, and my brother and his whole family, meat-eating family from Ohio, they killed these dumplings. I think we had like 10 orders, right, Isaac?
Yes.
We ordered a
It was
lot.
so good. Can't wait to go back one day.
Yeah. So anyway, it was great. And I don't know what that has to do with zombies, but
Juan of the Dead.
Juan of the Dead. Go check that out. You cannot watch. You used to be able to watch it on Netflix. We only were able to find it on
That app.
Film.
That you need to cancel.
Oh, the whole movie's on YouTube for free? Great to know, because I had to sign
go
up
watch
for
on
a free
YouTube.
trial for something that I have to cancel tomorrow to make sure I don't get charged. But yeah, so yeah, go watch it on YouTube. Go watch all those indie movies, and then we'll talk about indie movies from the 90s next week and dive
you
into
even
more of
binge?
the people who lucked out in the 90s.
Do you even binge?
Blunch. How come it turned into brunch instead of blunch?